Hey, how you doing, folks? And welcome to the Final Score. I'm Scott Abraham. Thank you for tuning in. Surprise, surprise, the Y-High boys basketball team is back in the state Final Four. All season long, the Indians have rallied around one motto: fill the corner. That's in reference to their gym where they would hang another state championship banner. Tonight in the 2A state semifinals, Y-High went up against Patterson. The Clippers and the Indians is our game of the week. These teams met in December at the Governor's Challenge, with Patterson winning by 8. First quarter, Torrey Brittingham breaking off the move. Strong left-handed finish. The Indians up 3. A few possessions later, work the ball inside. Nelson Brown to Travell Jones. Foul line jumper is good. Second quarter now. Xavier Branyan Sims coming off the bench, open in the corner, buries the trifecta. More from the Tribe. Nice screen from Jones, frees up Brittingham, converts in the lane. Team high 19 points. The Indians down 7 at the break, and folks, this wasn't their night. Y-High loses to Patterson 87-59. The Indian season is over. What a scene earlier today at Polytech. The school held a massive pep rally for their boys basketball team. Tomorrow afternoon at the Bob, the Panthers will face upstate power Salesianum for the state championship. You better believe this team and this school is ready for the big game.
It's fantastic. The whole school's behind us, hoping we can bring the championship. Not just the whole school, like the whole downstate. They're rooting for us to bring one home.
It'd be the most amazing prize, you know? Not just to be able to say we won states. Polytech, who's Polytech?
Tomorrow's tip-off is set for 1 o'clock. We will have highlights and post-game reaction on WBOC. Chanel Douglas will be up there in the Bob. Make sure you say hello to Chanel. Well, oh, how sweet it is. The Salisbury University women's basketball team is playing in the second weekend of the D3 NCAA tournament. Led by senior Anna Hackett, the Gulls are playing their best basketball at the right time of the season. Tonight in the Sweet 16, Salisbury battled Amherst. This game was played in Montclair, New Jersey. Second half back and forth game. Sarah Sipe, strong take, better finish. The Gulls up 4. Later, SU now down 1. Melanie Mozniak knocks down the jumper. The Gulls go back on top. Down the stretch, they turn to Anna Hackett, the senior, rising to the occasion. Game high 29 points. Salisbury does it again, beating Amherst 63-58. The Gulls are moving on in the tournament.
It's a greater feeling going to the Elite Eight, though. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, obviously scoring a lot of points is always fun, but it's more fun when it's such a significant win like this.
You know, I think the biggest thing is staying close until, you know, the last 2 minutes, and if we're in a position that, you know, 1 or 2 points to the last 2 minutes, we have a shot at winning. Tomorrow
night, Salisbury will battle Montclair State with a trip to the Final Four on the line. Tip-off is set for 6 o'clock. MEAC semifinals, UMES battling Norfolk State. Second half, the Hawks running. Alexi Udoji finishes in the lane. UMES up 7. 2 seconds left in the game. The Spartans, Kayla Roberts hits the free throw to tie the game at 56. So let's go to overtime. In the extra period, the Hawks grab control. Cross-court pass. Alexis Hicks buries the huge three-pointer, giving the Hawks the lead for good. UMES delivers another upset, knocking off Norfolk State 69-64 in overtime.
We still have something to prove. Our kids are feeling like this is something that they can accomplish, and it's just my job to encourage them and get out the way. Because there's times that you actually try to want to coach them, and you need to back up and let them do what they're destined to do and what they believe they're capable of doing, and that's what we're seeing with our team right now.
The Hawks will face Savannah State in tomorrow's MEAC championship game. Tip-off is set for 3 o'clock. CAA quarterfinals, Delaware up against Drexel. First half, terrific ball movement by the Hens. Erica Brown hits the corner tray. Next trip down the court. This is not a replay. Great passing this time. Jody Sawyer knocks down the jumper. More from UD. Makeda Nicholas finds Joy Caraciolo for the bucket, and Delaware upsets Drexel 55-48. The Hens are going to the CAA semifinals. The men's basketball MEAC semifinals, Delaware State delivers a monster upset, beating top-seeded North Carolina Central 63-57. The Hornets will play for the MEAC title tomorrow afternoon. If they win, DSU is going to the big dance. Well, before we get back to the highlights, I had a little Twitter contest tonight to see who could guess the color of my tie correctly. My shout out tonight goes to Sussex Central senior Jim Roblero. Well done on the tan tie prediction. Thank you for following, and of course, thank you for watching. Let's take you back to last spring. 5 scholarship players transferred out of the Maryland men's basketball program. Fans were hitting the panic button. Not head coach Mark Turgeon. He was the calming influence on a fan base starving for a winning team. Fast forward 10 months, and it's not if the Terps are going to make the NCAA tournament, but what seed they will receive in the big dance. Big Ten quarterfinals, Maryland taking on Indiana. 90 seconds into the game, cue up the highlight reel. Des Wells dropping the hammer. Second half, the Terps up 1. Let's make it 4. Melo Trimble connects from behind the arc. He had 17 points. Under 3 minutes to play. Wells driving left. He will finish 2 of his game-high 22 points. Maryland gets past Indiana 75-69. The Terps advance to the semifinals. First state showdown on the softball field. Delaware facing Delaware State. Top 5, the Hens leading 6-4. Jordan Cargile gets the inning-ending strikeout in the 6th. Sarah Bensavanga doubles deep into the left field. 1 run will come to score. UD now leads 7-4. Top 7, the Hornets not going away. Vanessa Washington get up and get out. A solo home run. Not enough though. Delaware tops DSU 7-5. Spring training action. The Orioles up against Toronto. Top of the 2nd, no score. Caleb Joseph. RBI single into right. Baltimore goes on top 1-0. Next batter, Henry Urrutia rips a double into the right center field gap. Joseph will score all the way from first. 2-0 Orioles. In the bottom half, here come the Jays. Chris Dickerson doubles down the right field line. 2 runs come in to score. Toronto comes back to beat Baltimore 5-3. Of course, my friends, the big game tomorrow will be up at the Bob. The Polytech boys basketball team will try to become the first Henlopen Conference boys basketball team to win the Delaware State Championship since Seaford did it in 1997. It's been a long time for the Henlopen Conference, but Polytech has a good shot as anybody right now. They are playing extremely well. Tip-off is at 1 o'clock at the Bob. Again, we will have highlights and post-game reaction. Chanel Douglas will be up there in Newark. It should be a great game. Polytech taking on upstate power Salesianum. We shall see how it all plays out. Well, tonight was our last Final Score show of the season. I want to take this time and thank all of you for tuning in every Friday night. The response from this show continues to be extremely gratifying. I also want to thank our sponsors. None of this would be possible without your support. And I have the best team in the business. Chanel Douglas, producer Mike Kettleberger, and director Candy Bowman, and many others that helped during the year. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. And to our loyal viewers, we'll see you next fall for the high school football season. The Late Show with David Letterman is next. Guests tonight include Kevin Bacon and Jimmy Walker. And stay right here for WBOC News this morning with Brittany Cooper and Mike Lichniak beginning at 6 a.m. We have a big show planned for tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Polytech going for a state championship. All eyes will be in Newark. WBOC will be there. So make sure you tune in to see those highlights and maybe Polytech cutting down those nets. Have a great weekend. Good luck to those Panthers, and we will see you tomorrow night.